Alright guys, welcome back. We are now on part 19 of Breath of Fire 2. When we last left off, we spent an excessively long time at Sten's homeland of High Fort. Fortunately, Sten is no longer plot relevant, except for the next area where we need him to cross over certain spots, but that's something we can deal with later. Really. A lady Highlander named Farlin. In case you're wondering, she is actually one of the recruitable townspeople for the township. Unfortunately, I've already filled the house that she would live in. And she has a scene with Sten if you actually recruit her. Turns out she's actually the princess. Big surprise. Alright. You do weigh a ton. Alright, so we need to go find this Ged guy. So, Ged is actually relatively easy to find. We just need to leave Melodia and get on Grandpa. And, oh look, the carnival's gone. Alright, and Ged's Island is actually just a little ways to the northeast of Melodia. Where is it? Here we go, right here. Oh, right. Oh, we need either Cat or Nina. Which means we need to go find Ladon so that we can change party members. Alright, so back to township. The worst part about Melodia is that there's no Ladon statue there, so that means that you can't change party members while you're there. So let's go ahead and grab Daze, Lynn, and Stan. Refuse Stan while we're at it, because he got defused because of all the story that happened. Now, you don't have to go through the cutscene every time you want to fuse somebody. If you go to the index, you can see all the successful fusions that you've already done. Hit a button, and poof. Quick fade in, fade out, and you don't have to go through that whole cutscene again. Might as well take one last look through the carnival. No. Alright, never mind. It's nighttime. Screw that. Oh well, we are way off track. There we go. Now, one advantage to having your characters defuse is that when a character fuses with a shaman, the stat boost is locked in and does not recalculate itself as the character levels up. It just takes a fixed percentage of the character's stats as they are and upgrades them. Yeah, shut up. Thank you, Lynn. And by house he means cave. Oh yeah, should probably check and see if that... Oh, I know what that is now. Okay, so the bell torque is the retranslated name of the item, the collar, which you get at High Fort. What it does is it increases the encounter rate. It is something we are not going to bother with right now. The encounter rate is high enough as it is. So later on, when you start grinding up levels, that's when I'll actually equip it. So that's going to be some off-screen stuff. There is also a counterpart item that Nina and Jace can wear. I don't remember what it's called, but it basically has the opposite effect. It lowers the encounter rate, which can be incredibly useful. Alright, so up to the queen. Hey, she's back to normal. And she's not. fetch quest time. So back to the old Hermit's Island. And right into a random encounter. Okay, so make sure you paid attention to that, because it's like what he said. Alright, so let's get Sten to the front, because we need him to be able to climb. So there's all these posts. And, of course, random encounters. Fortunately, it's the same types of enemies that are right outside, so they're relatively easy to kill. You don't have to keep panicking and running away like you did at the at High Court. And basically just kill all the enemies that you encounter. Because there is some decent experience to be had and some nice items to pick up. So close. Oh, there we go. There's a one-round kill. And thankfully, there is no boss in this area. It's just a whole bunch of random encounters. right after this random encounter. Oh, hey, more treasure. Alright, so the flame sword, not as good as the current equipment. Dead. Probably heal her. Since I don't have any bosses to worry about in this area, I can actually freely reuse AP for healing. Alright, that's enough of that. The enemies in here are horribly weak, but they take way too long to kill. Oh, here we go. We're at the summit. So you need to make sure that you grab the correct mushroom, because there are a number of them. Now, we could go back into the dungeon and grab the rest of the treasure, but it's more of the flame armor equipment, which is actually inferior to what I've already got. Alright, so let's go ahead and get back to Melodia. But yeah, basically what happens if you pick the wrong mushroom, you go back to the apprentice and he says, oh, that's the wrong mushroom, you need to go back up and get another one. Alright, well, sure. We'll beat the fat out of her. Alright, so the way this works is you are inside of the queen's body. In order to... this is a forced grinding session. You are required to fight the enemies inside of the queen's body until they're all gone, basically. Generally, it takes around 2 to 4 fights to clean out an area in the queen's body. Thankfully, the enemies here are horrifically weak. And there are actually a couple of really nice... there's one enemy called the NES or SNES version. It was called Fatty. I'm not sure what the retranslation name is, but essentially, whenever you see the monster go to sleep, that means you've cleared out this section and you can move on to the next one. But anyway, there's a monster called the Fatty that gives a massive amount of experience when you kill it. It looks like one of the little eye tentacle dudes from when we were going towards the Great Tree. Is there anybody? Oh no, there's no one here. Okay. Yeah, so you're going to be going into the menu quite frequently to check and make sure if there's monster activity. See, even Dace can kill them. Yeah, the enemies here are not strong. And appropriately, considering that you are smaller than enemies. Oh, also, as you clear out the sections of the queen's body, she will shrink back to normal. Each part of her has 2 stages. So we've gone to stage 1, but she is not cleared out completely yet. Alright, let's see. You're still in the right atrium, so it's still the right side of the body. And actually, the best part is, you don't technically even need to finish the battles, you just need to encounter the enemy. You can actually run away from every encounter, and it'll still count towards clearing out the queen's body. But you also do want to do a little bit of snooping around the body because there are items. Just in case, it probably has a really horrifically high defense. Oh, no, okay. It still gives really good experience for just one enemy. Oh, actually, this is the perfect place to give Lynn the Bell Torque. Because you want the extra encounters. It'll help you clean out the Queen's body a lot faster. Probably heal Sten. The thing about Shaman transformations is that when a character falls below 1/4 of their health, basically when they get into the weak appearance, it will cause their Shaman transformation to auto-dissolve. There are still enemies in this area. Alright, on to the next section. Oh, we're on the left side. Actually, let's finish exploring the right side to make sure. Basically, you want to clean out the Queen's body half at a time, or actually rather a quarter at a time, so you don't miss anything. Let's see, oh no, this is still the left side. Okay, so we want to completely clean out the right side of the Queen's body first, which will make her look really awkward when we cut to the outside. But, that's the way it goes. Wait, it's already there. I think that's supposed to be her foot. Alright, well, maybe we've already cleaned out this section completely. weird. Just wanted, she should still have another stage to go. Here we go. Yep. Alright, so we've got her 1/4 clear. Alright, well, I guess we might as well start cleaning out the atrium, or the left atrium then. And yes, the enemies here are all weak to fire. Oh, and cellulite. That basically that is the retranslation name for the fatty. But these guys, if you can kill them, give quite a significant amount of experience. So we're going to try and drag in one of them. Because they are fast and they like to run away. As you can see, 11,000 experience total instead of getting like 6,000 to 8,000. Like, you want to dragon the heck out of these guys. Oh, dang it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and use the mirror to get out of here. One, to rest up and recover days without having to spend items, and two, to restock items. Now, when you leave the Queen, you get repositioned right back where you were in the right atrium in that one dead-end room. You don't go back to the, or you go back to the starting room, rather. You don't go back to the room that you were in earlier, or that you left from. Healing items. Get out of my way. I'm gonna need those. Alright, so with all of that restocking having been done, I'm going to save here and take a quick break. When I come back in a few minutes, we will go ahead and finish cleaning out the Queen of all of her fat and horribleness. See you guys in a little bit.